What is going on, my Bob Nation? I am Bobsy Baldroid, and I'm here with another video. And in this video, I will be showing off my Raikou Magnezone deck. It's a deck that once people started speculating about how good the deck could really be, I really wanted to play it, especially ever since I heard about Magnezone. That is just awesome. By the time this video gets uploaded, I will already have posted my pre-release video, so I'll link that down in the description below and put a little tag on it, so if you want to check that out, do that. So let's just get straight into this deck. The deck has a lot of proxies in it, so bear with me. This deck has 3 Raikou. It's got an attack similar to Keldeo EX's attack, 50 plus 20 more for each lightning energy attached to the Pokemon. It's got an ability, Shining Body. It's got a lightning energy attached. Its attacks that are done to it are reduced by 20. So really, the Raikou has 140 HP. So it's just really great overall. And it's pretty much always going to have lightning energy attached to it. So it's just really a great card there. For the Magnezone line, we run a 3 Magnemite, and I'm just going to take a little time to talk about this. It's got a neat ability called Sparkling Induction. It says as long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, its retreat cost is 1 less for each Magnemite on your bench. Normally, you're going to have at least 1 Magnemite on the bench. So, I mean, usually if you start with a Magnemite, just level ball for another Magnemite, retreat it into a Raikou, and you're good. So for the rest of the line, we've got 1 Magnezone, nothing really that great here, and it's Magnezone, and it's got an ability called Magnetic Circuit, and it says as often as you like during your turn before you attack, you may attach a lightning energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So this is very similar to Blastoise, very similar to Emboar. We've kind of had this strategy for quite a long time now, actually like 3 years. It's been really prevalent in the format. Thunder Blast is alright. It's not a go-to attack, but I mean, if you have to, it's there. Now, I know this might shock a lot of people, but some people have tried to add some Texan for the deck, just maybe some other cards to attack with. I actually decided to add in a 2/2 Mega Manetric line. And you guys pretty much would know what Mega Manetric does. Triple Bolt's a really great attack. To round this out, we've got 1 Shaman there for setup, nothing else. In our supporter lineup, we've got 4 Professor Sycamore. This is a supporter you really want to use over and over again. There's nothing really in the deck. I mean, if you happen to discard a Magnezone, so what? Usually you'll be able to get Magnezone out turn 1. So Sycamore is your go-to supporter for most of the game. We've also got 2 Shauna. Shauna's a really great card. It's another draw supporter. If need to be, you really don't want to discard your hand. It's there. And I'm really excited about this, but Skyla is coming back. So Skyla is really in here for this deck for the rare candy, so we can get that Magnezone out turn 2. And it's really the only reason why it's in here. It can be used for other things. I mean, if you want to grab a supporter, grab an Ultra Ball, something like that. But we run 3 of them, and yes, they're proxies. I'm going to hopefully pull them at the pre-release. And to round the supporter line out, we've got 1 Lysander. This is here. I mean, Raikou is fairly explosive for being a basic non-EX attacker, so we can use a Lysander every once in a while. I mean, if you want to bring something up to stall, or just bring up a Shaman, knock it out with a Mega Manetric, that's always there. For the item cards, we've got 3 VS Seeker. The VS Seeker is really just to grab anything. Mostly, I mean, the draw supporter, a Sycamore, or Lysander. We really probably won't be grabbing Skyla very often, but if we need to, we can. We've also got 2 Trainer's Mail in here. This is just there for consistency. If you happen to start with a Trainer's Mail, we have no Skyla, no rare candy. We can always Trainer's Mail, hopefully grab one of those and get ready for the next turn, where we can get that Magnezone going and just start charging up that Raikou. To make sure that we get energy quickly onto that Raikou, instead of just having to take turns trying to fish through the deck to get it, we've got 3 Professor's Letter. So really, we just run the Professor's Letter in here just to grab some energy, help speed up the deck. For searching our Pokemon out, we've got 3 Ultra Ball and 3 Level Ball. I decided to go with a more straightforward and flat line like that, mainly just so we can get those Magnezone line out fairly effectively. And here is our 4 rare candy. We maxed out on this because we really need to get that Magnezone out and going. And that's really the whole point of this deck. We get the Magnezone going, we charge up Raikou, and we just get going, knock out some cards. We got a better prize ratio, and I mean, there's just so many great things about this deck. We do have quite a huge Lysander bait in Magnezone, so we have to run 2 Floatstone for this. This will be legal in a couple of weeks, so it's in here just for that. This is where it might come as a surprise to some people. We've got 3 Energy Retrieval. We run 3 Energy Retrieval in this deck because I want to really create a speed version of this deck. I want to make this deck work quickly. A Raikou gets knocked out, I want to have an Energy Retrieval, get those energy from the discard pile, charge another Raikou up, and just start going. I want to get this deck very, very quickly, and I feel like that's probably the best way to play it. Mainly because, I mean, the format's still fairly quick. We can't play it as slow as Blastoise kind of was a couple years ago, so Energy Retrieval is going to help that. It's for later in the game, you know, Raikou gets knocked out, we have 1 up, and we don't have that many energy left in the deck. If we got 2 Energy Retrieval, just charge another 1 up and get going. For those Manectric, we've got 2 Manectric Spirit Link. It's pretty self-explanatory, just you don't lose a turn when you evolve into Mega Manectric. To make our cards even more of a beast, we've got the Rough Seas. Heals 30 damage from water and lightning Pokemon each turn, and it also comes each way, so it'll go 30 into the opponent's turn and then 30 back. So, I mean, if you have a Raikou that's almost getting knocked out, you could retreat it and just let it sit there and heal over time. It's probably more effective to do that with Mega Manectric, mainly because Mega Manectric has a free retreat, which is also one of the reasons why this deck is awesome. You can come into Mega Manectric, use that Turbo Volt, pick up energy from the discard pile. That's really one of the great reasons why it's probably better for Mega Manectric, though, mainly because with Mega Manectric, you have a free retreat, and so you can go into Mega Manectric, Turbo Bolt, 2 energy from the discard pile, attach it to a bench Pokemon, and then just retreat the next turn into a Raikou and light the next Pokemon up. For energy, we've got 1 Flash Energy. Fighting is going to be a real pain for this deck, and that's kind of one of the reasons why this deck can be really good. It depends on what's in your region. If there's a lot of fighting decks, do not play this deck. You could still play this deck, but don't play it the build that I have with the speed. Add a Zapdos in there so you could, you know, knock out some fighting Pokemon without taking a huge amount of damage. The Flash Energy is in here. I mean, it would work for 1 Pokemon. I mean, but you're not. What else are you gonna do with it? I feel like with Mienshao, you could probably beat this deck, or beat Mienshao with this deck, mainly if you attach a Flash Energy to a Mega Manectric and get that going, get a Rough Season play, and just prevent Mienshao from really doing that much, because it's only doing like 60 or 80 a turn. Then you're just going to heal that off, and so that kind of helps it out a little bit. Then for normal energy, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 normals lightning energy. It's a little lower than other people, but we have energy retrieval and other cards like that to help us get those energy back and forth and just really move this energy around. And I feel like this deck has a great amount of synergy. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later in the next video. Make sure this is the first time watching this video, if you want to check out that pre-release video, again, that's linked in the description below. And anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later in the next video. Thank you.